Is AI, artificial intelligence, slowly killing our history? There's a lot of videos that I saw in the last couple of months about AI slop. We can create now so much videos based on AI. We can use AI for almost everything, for scripts, for writing, for video. You probably have seen the advertisements everywhere, and small business owners like myself are tempted to use those devices, those technologies, not devices, but technologies. And I want to show you something that happened 3 days ago, a thought process that I had that led me to a resolution where I was like, oh my God, I think this problem is bigger than the most people even realize. Let me explain. There's a YouTube channel called Kurzgesagt. It's kind of funny because that's German. In a nutshell, very successful YouTube channel, 24.8 million subscribers. They made a video a month ago. AI slop is destroying the internet. I will link this video down. You should definitely watch that video. They did an amazing job to highlight the issue. But in short, even if they have an entire editing team, and let's say, for example, you want to make a video about Mars or another planet, and you use now the deep search of ChatGPT and all the kinds of different AI resources that you have to speed up the process, what will end up happening is that AI will maybe do 70% of the job good, and 30% he's doing some sort of hallucination, AI hallucination. So he basically invents stuff that when you now not fact check and you make a video about that, it will end up in your video or your article. And the problem with this is, like, maybe companies like Kurzgesagt, they have a big team to fact check everything. It's not even as simple to fact check anymore, because more and more, even repetitive sources, like good sources, are using AI in their process. And now comes this is the danger part that they talked about in this video. Now, if any of the bigger platforms started using AI hallucination and published a video, then the next AI will scrap the information and will think that this information is true, which was originally designed by an AI, which is completely false. It lies in your face and makes stuff up. I experienced that. If you used AI, you probably experienced that too. So that was this video. Casey Neistat, a month ago, he is a very big YouTuber as well, one of my favorites. He made a video. This is AI, this is real. Sora, the AI TikTok clone, will slop end creativity. Very good video again, where he also talks about the AI slop. He makes a different approach. He doesn't talk too much about the hallucination part. He more talks about what is this kind of world that we develop into, where we do everything with AI, where you can't even distinguish anymore in between what is real, what is AI made, because at one point everything will be AI made. There's also a very interesting video. I can actually watch these two together, because here he talks about what maybe the device of the future will look like. A future device will not be our phone anymore, like where you consume the content. A future device will be maybe, I want to say magic glasses. Hey, that's a cool name. Magic glasses will be glasses that will have AI. Like, you will not use an app anymore. You will have AI that will generate everything that you need in the moment you need it. I think we're still far away from that, but who knows how far this is actually. So these two videos, very interesting. So now to the topic of this video today. And I'm sorry for my regular viewers, because this channel, hi, I'm Daniel. This channel is normally all about filmmaking, about making videos with the iPad, DaVinci Resolve, Final Cut Pro. But this topic was so important to me that I wanted to share that. A couple of days ago, I found a channel. Actually, it was this channel here, Alan Watts Way. Has 25,000 subscribers, and I saw this video here. Why? Yeah, the danger of outgrowing everyone around you, Alan Watts. So why do I watch stuff like this? First of all, I'm an entrepreneur and I struggle a lot with self-doubt and limiting beliefs. So sometimes, like, just pushing through, it's very hard. So I love motivational speeches. And so this popped out in my search in YouTube. And I clicked on this one.
You know, one of the most peculiar and yet most inevitable experiences on the path of awakening is the discovery that you are changing.
We don't watch the whole thing. If you want, you can watch it. But the point I want to make is, first of all, this video is very good. It is calm. It has these hypnotic rhythm soundtracks in the background. And the things he says I couldn't distinguish if it was AI or was real. This channel is dedicated to Alan Watts. Who is Alan Watts? Alan Watts is a British American writer and actor, and he was doing a lot of tape recordings and seminars. And somehow, this is now my understanding, I didn't dig into this character a lot, but it's not the first time that I saw videos or quotes from Alan Watts. In the internet bubble, we have now many, many channels, not just now, even in the past, that started making content about Alan Watts because it's a person that inspires. It's amazing. But here comes the problem. This channel that I just watched is not authentic. It actually creates the speeches with AI. For example, in another video from that channel, I found in the comments that people were like, wait a second, that's not Alan Watts. Alan Watts was dying 1973. But in the speech, he was using words like texting and scrolling, which are very modern. They were not invented in 1973. Those were little clues where you could see that this is not the original channel. There is actually an original channel, so this is one part of my video today. I want to point out that there is a channel, I think, run by the family, Official Alan Watts Original. And the original tapes have no audio in the background and everything, right? So, okay, Daniel, what's the point? I talked about the AI slop. The problem is, now even a person of history, if you search Alan Watts, you will find more channels like this channel. If we go back to this channel is not even old. So when I looked at this channel, I checked oldest 1 month ago. This channel is maximum 2 months old and has massive success. So from a filmmaking perspective, I looked at the videos. They're very calm. He is using AI voice that is almost indistinguishable anymore. It's very good. He also has very good messages. I was actually crying when I was listening to that. So now you could ask, like, okay, where's the problem? Where's the harm? The harm is there that, number one, it's not saying I'm a motivational channel. He is saying that he is Alan Watts. So in the future, if an AI makes research and finds this channel and thinks that's the speech of Alan Watts, we are now actively changing history. And now I want to share something that is even more disturbing because that happened to me. So in the last 2 years, obviously because I'm an entrepreneur, I also looked at different opportunities, what I can build on the side. And I got so many of these videos. Hey, create a faceless YouTube channel. I'm a YouTuber. I know how much work it is. And to be fair, I also know that my channel, for example, is the reason why it's so small is because I'm a very, very small niche. So even just changing my topic to a completely more broader topic would open up the door to more growth, more visitors, more views and everything. I know that, but I don't have a product, so I would make less money, but I would grow a bigger YouTube channel. And so it's, how can I say, when I see these videos with the Faceless channel, I also know that many of them is not the truth. They're actually selling you the concept because YouTube is not easy. But I also have so much knowledge about YouTube that I know if you find a right niche, like this channel here, for example, you can build something that can generate your income. And it's all done by AI. So from an entrepreneur's perspective, I can say like, good for him, because this is also something crazy. I don't know if I should show that or not. Let's go back. I will just show you this. In this video, when I started recognizing that, oh, wait a second, that's AI, that's maybe not even real. Wow, what am I listening to? I was starting to research. And if you check here the comments, most of the comments, like 50% of the comments, are other YouTubers who try to create something similar, like this guy here, for example, an Alan Watts philosophy channel that creates AI videos about what Alan Watts, but he isn't Alan Watts. So once again, even if I take now this point about Alan Watts, the message of my video is not to now, how can I say, the core message is not Alan Watts and you shouldn't copy Alan Watts. I want to highlight a bigger problem that probably happens in any field that we have, where we have history, where we now use AI to make deep research and create maybe scripts, and then we publish the scripts and we are changing actively history. And now the disturbing part. When I saw that, I was also like, wow, maybe because I also struggle with beliefs and everything, maybe it will help me to build something where I have to maybe on a daily basis focus on a small part Because most of these faceless YouTube channels, the way you make money with them is actually you try to find a niche, and also because you do it with AI, you can have more output. So for example, he already in just 2 months created 34 videos. He's almost daily. If you look at this one day ago, 1 day, 2 day, 2 day, and then even if a couple of videos don't pick up, others pick up, you can create something because you used AI, you can create more videos in that niche, and then slowly, like in a year or 2 years, if he doesn't get taken down, because that's the other thing. I'm not even sure if it's actually copyright legal to do what he's doing, because he's claiming to be a person that he is not. I don't know if there's actively going people against that, or if there's anything in YouTube. But when I did my research, because I want to show you one more thing, on the original channel, you will find lots of comments of people who are genuine, then saying like, wow, I finally found the real deal. I hate all of these AI channels. And the problem is that at the beginning, you don't know. Like my own thought process was like, hey, okay, this channel is cool, because it made me almost cry. So, and here's also the dilemma. Is it even right for me to point this out? There's maybe a creator who wants to make money with this, right? But at the same time, we are actively, because of AI, changing history. In that case, we are changing history from Alan Watts. And of course, we can say like, oh yeah, this channel, he changed something. That was wrong. But in the future, if you use AI, how can AI distinguish if that is not the real thing? And that is what all the other ones were talking about as well. We are living now in a world where we use AI that hallucinates and creates stuff that and makes stuff up that can change the history of us. And I mean, history itself is already such a complex topic, because I don't want to go into that, but basically, if you have two people experiencing one historical fact, they live both the event. If you listen to the stories that both tell, they will be a little bit different, because each of us here on this planet, on this world, we see the world always through our lenses, through our filter. So that means, and our filter is not just what you see, it's also what you experienced in the past. Then you give it a label. So for example, if something bad happens, like something simple, it rains outside, and I hate rain, I will maybe tell the story about, oh, it was this dark day and it was raining again, while someone other loves rain, and he goes out and says, oh, this was this amazing day where we got water, and water gives fruit, and fruit, like, I don't know, I'm bad at this type of storytelling, but I'm going back to this point. And I want to call out myself. I was then thinking, should I create a channel like this too? I have now the knowledge, filmmaking, the editing. I know how to use AI. It would not be much work for me. I could, in an hour a day, create something like this, and this will maybe be more successful than my YouTube channel that you're watching right now. And I was tempted before I found out that the stuff is not even real. So in my mind, I was like, okay, maybe I can find the original, or like either take him or take inspiration from people and make like an inspirational channel. But I also know why they do this. The reason why they use his name is because that's a popularity thing. Like on YouTube, for example, if you make a video and the video is about a celebrity, it will automatically get more traction if the video and title and all the stuff is good. So these channels, of course, use the famous attitude or the person. And that's why they clicked. I mean, I clicked because I knew from the past, oh yeah, Alan Watts, I heard a lot of this stuff already. By the way, I'm just realizing how much of the stuff that I heard in the past, where I wasn't actively thinking about it, was not even his real voice. Maybe just 2 days ago, I found the real one. Because I always listen to AI stuff, and maybe, and if we go into the spirit, because he's a spiritual leader and teacher and everything, right? Many of the AI things that he's creating is not just hallucinating. Sometimes the point that he was making, the original one, AI is changing it and putting political views on it. And yeah, it's basically manipulation. You then listen to it, you don't think about it. So it's not just history that gets changed. We can't almost not reconstruct it anymore. AI voice is getting better. And then also the message itself. That way you can create a message where someone who was actually trying to say A to make him say B. Yeah, like deepfakes, I'm just realizing. But deepfakes when it comes to voice and the message. Okay, I was rambling. This was important to me. That's why I wasn't so much structured. I wanted to encourage you that you watch definitely this video here. I think this will be mind-blowing. What's this? AI slop is destroying the internet. I will put this in the description and in the info card. The same for Casey Neistat's video. I don't get a kickback or something. I'm just honestly, I think these topics are related. And that, the rest of the story was my story, where I almost started a channel like him because of low effort, and I can do it. And then I would be part of the problem, not even realizing that I'm part of the problem. And that's where I want to leave you today. Let me know in the comments what you think about it, about this whole AI thing. What do you think? Is it something good, blissful? Because I'm not this kind of person. I don't want to make this picture that, oh yeah, all of AI and algorithms and tools are bad. I think we are tool makers. I have that from Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs said there's a famous story of Steve Jobs when he said, like, when he found out there was a magazine when he was young, and they compared how fast animals can run. And there was one animal on the top of the ladder, and I think it was the jaguar, or I forgot the English name, but one of these tiger-like animals, very, very fast and efficient. But then the same magazine, a couple of months later, republished the article. And this time, oh yeah, and humans were very, very low because we cannot just run fast. We are slow. And also we are not very efficient. So humans, from the way we are built, is actually, we are not that efficient. But later, when they republished this article, they took into account, okay, what if we put a human on a bicycle? And by efficiency, not by speed, by efficiency, the human with the bicycle outperformed any animal on the planet. And what Steve Jobs took from that lesson was that we humans are tool makers. So if we lack an ability somewhere, we can create a tool that makes us better in that area. And if you look at PCs and laptops and Macs, what this is a tool. It opened up an entire new world, the world that we are living in right now. Now, if you think about it, 40 years ago, we didn't have this. This is all where we're living in right now. And even now, the next step with AI is because of these tools. Like my lifestyle, for example, I'm a digital nomad now since 10 years. This profession, the way I live, make content on a camera, living not in Germany anymore, can travel, but can make my money in the good countries where they pay more, right? Like Germany and the United States. This was not possible 100 years ago, 200 years ago. Okay, I leave you with this. Let me know in the comments what you think about this AI thing. I told you the story here in the end because I'm not against tools. I think tools are important, but I'm in conflict. I'm in conflict that AI is changing actively history, that AI is changing the way we behave, that, yeah, you got the point. Let me know what you think about this. Over and out, I'm Daniel. Bye.